Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here, and we have made it to the last major of the year, the Open. And I've got to say, I am feeling rather jealous that I am not in Portrush this week. And I shouldn't feel like that. I was very fortunate. I got to go to the Masters this year. Sometimes you just can't give people enough. They want more and more. But I want to be there. The coastline there is beautiful. I think it's going to be a beautiful event, but doesn't sound like the weather is going to be overly beautiful, and I think that is going to have a huge impact on who is going to win this week. I'm going to get straight in there. Who do I think is going to win? You know, who would I be betting on? I'm going Henrik Stenson. You know, he played phenomenally last week, tee to green. His putter was ice cold, and that's worrying, but he's obviously got a fantastic track record in the Open, and I feel with Henrik, if he just gets in the hunt and he holds a few, he is rather streaky, so if he holds a few he could hold a lot and then he could really get into this event. So Henrik is my #1 pick, followed by Justin Rose. And Justin, he's kind of had a strange year. You know, he started as high as you can be, you know, world #1, and he's kind of dropped down a little bit due to Brooks Koepka's brilliance, to be honest. It kind of feels like he's had quite a quiet time. When you actually look at his results, he has done exceptionally well. You know, he's already won this year, and he had a really good showing at the US Open. But I could see Justin doing well here, especially if the conditions are really tough. You know, I think that could really suit Justin Rose. So Justin and Henrik, you know, the dynamic duo in the Ryder Cup, and safe bets, I would say, very safe. And going from safe bets to my wild cards this time aren't wild cards. Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods. You know, how can you call them a wild card, Stephen? Well, because I can. This is my video, but no, I feel Tiger and Rory should do really, really well. But Tiger seems rusty, just hasn't played that much golf since winning the Masters. I think he is really looking after his body to the point, to me it feels like there might be a little bit of tightness there. So if the weather is poor, yes, he says his short game is firing, and you would think in tough conditions that would be a real big game changer, but I just don't see his back holding up in that wet. If you've ever had muscle tightness or like a bad back, cold weather just like it makes the symptoms twice as bad. So if the weather is bad, I don't see Tiger factoring. Rory just has loads of pressure on him, and has been notoriously a slow starter the last few years. He's had a great season leading in. There's nothing against his game. Obviously, he's a hometown favourite. All on Thursday's performance for me. If he gets off to a great start, Rory is the type of guy that runs away with it. But again, Rory likes no wind, good conditions. You know, that's what suits him. So let's see what he does. Thursday, I hope the crowd get behind him. He gets behind his own golf game, holds some putts, and really gets into this tournament. But I do worry that the opposite could happen. And then, so not that I'm going to name the whole field, but I've already named one Englishman. With the weather being bad, I could see an Englishman winning. The likes of like Tommy Fleetwood or Fitzpatrick, you know, Matt Fitzpatrick, I could see them doing really well because they're going to be used to the grind of links golf course in bad conditions. Amateur golf in the UK prepares you for it because you play 90% of your golf in it. So again, someone from the European tour, you know, I'm sticking with my countrymen, I'm sticking with the Englishmen, but guys that have been in that grind and that are used to it, links golf in the rain, and I bet there's a lot of people watching and going, you don't need to explain to me, pal. It's great in a way, but it is very different, and it's a skill in itself. You know, the yardage book goes out of the window. You know, it becomes the ultimate grind. So if the weather is bad, I could see a grinder getting it. A Tommy Fleetwood, you know, but you know, Henrik and Justin Rose also have that. So I'm hedging my bets. If I keep going on this video, I'm going to probably name someone else. So I'm going to leave it there. Just excited to watch. You know, I'm in the US at the minute, so I'm going to have some early starts. No week like the Open. You know, there's so many people there. Such big coverage. It's going to be an awesome event, no matter what the weather is. Sunday there'll be a deserving champion. I've named mine. Get some comments down below. Who are you picking? Are you staying kind of? I kind of stayed with the favorites, and then I kind of picked favorites. Could you see someone completely left field? Go on, if you've got the name, go for it. Look, I went through the whole video and I only mentioned Brooks Koepka once. I must be a part of the media. Sorry, Brooks. He could win too.